Hey there, well, this is Lane Snyder, and just want to show you how to put together a form in JotForm. So you go to jotform.com, and I'm just logged into my account, but you're going to want to create an account, and what you'll see is a form there, and it'll be untitled Form 1 most likely. So what you want to do is you want to take and you want to rename that to uh, our special report. And um, maybe you've sent out an email that says you want to get people's contact information, that sort of thing. So here's what you do: you type where it says name. Maybe you want first name and last name, right? Because some people put in their first name, some people put in their first name or and their last name together, and it just makes it a mess. So I like to insert another box, and so I go over here to where it says text box, and I insert that, and it stuck it in the wrong spot. And so I go there, and I'm going to change the name to first name. Then I'm going to click here, and I'm going to change this to last name. And then I want their email address, that's good. And their phone number, that's nice too. And their address, their city, state. If you're in Canada, it's not going to work very well for you. So we can just delete this one altogether, and we'll go over here to text box and drag another one in. And we'll put state, state, state or province, and then enter that there. Then here where it says zip code, or postal code. Excuse me. And then click there to country. Option 1, 2, or 3. Well, that's not good. We don't really, for country, we're just going to put another text box, and you click over here and you drag it across, and it puts it in the wrong spot. So we're going to drag it down, click there, and hold it down and drag it. Click there where it says click me to edit, and then we can put in country. Now, these are all just one sort of field. There's options you can put in all kinds of different fields too. So when the form comes up, I'd like to have a heading there um, so that people know that they got the right form there. Say like, what am I filling this form out for? So we're going to call this Lane's special video form. And I'm actually going to call this one here then here where it says, see in there it says, it's got the title right up there nicely, and there's some other things that you can play with too. Maybe you want to have date or time picker, and so you choose a date on the calendar. That people will be able to do that and choose a date on the calendar. We don't want that today, so we'll just move on. But there are a number of different things that you can do here to create a form. So it's pretty cool. Now the next step is you go to Form Wizard, and that's right here, and it pops that up, and it asks you to choose your style, and it's got a number of pre-formatted sort of templates for you to choose from. If you go to, you can go baby blue, you can go jot theme, it's a little bit different, post-it yellow, that's I think not my favorite, and we'll just stick with the default. I like that, it works for me. I think it works for the form. Then we go next, and the title of the form is going to be, I just leave all of that there. You can play with the font and change the size if you want, change the font color. Black is usually really good to have, so I'll leave that. says send alerts. You see, with some forms and stuff, you're not going to know necessarily when someone fills it out, and so it can be good if you're not gonna check it on a regular basis to get an email alert set up on the form. So I want the form sent to my nesomedia@gmail.com address and its new submission Q form title, and that's just talking about Lane's special video, which we see here. I'm poking around with the mouse, and it's going to say you've got someone that filled out Lane's special video, and then I'm going to go great, let's go next. So you can send someone an email if you like after they filled out the form or not. So if you want to send them an email, which can be nice to do, you say yes, send the email, and then they're going to reply back to say nesomedia@gmail.com, or in your case you just put in your own email address there instead. And for the subject, I usually like to put in something like we've got your video request, and then I say dear, and this is really neat. You see here where the second choose question box? I'm going to go first name, dear first name, and I'm going to put a space in there, and it's going to plug in the first name that they entered on the form when they filled that out. Dear first name, thanks for filling out my form. Here's the link to your videos, www.yoursuccess.ca, and hope you enjoy them, Lane. And we can have any of the other fields as well. So if we could, if we wanted to do this, say, maybe you want to say something about something that they put in their form, then you could make that appear in the field. So thanks for filling out my form, and then you put in say their first name again, or you could say how's life in, and then you would choose the city, boom, and then you're asking them a question, and it's relatively easy to do. Then you go next, and you can have a thank you page, and I recommend that you do that. For this though, the quickest way to do it is just put in some thank you text and say thanks for filling out the form. You'll have an email with a link to the free videos you wanted to watch. And I do it that way and send the email out so that I'm actually getting a legitimate email address, and people aren't going to, if people want to actually see them, they're going to actually have to send me their real email address instead of sending me like joeblow@joeblow.com, which is probably a fake address. I don't know if it is or not, but I don't want people's fake email addresses. That does me no good. So I always, if I'm going to have a link, I would put the link in the email. Anyways, there we go, finish, and we're done. Now, if you want to see the source, you do want to see the source. Say you want to send an email to someone and have them fill this form out. So you copy here here's the quotes there like that. So you copy everything but the quotes, or you're going to have to take the quotes off later if you don't. So I just take them off here, and I do Control and C, and that copies it. And then I always create a new web page, and I paste there, jotform.com, and I test my form myself. So I go in here and I'd fill out this information, and then I submit it. Oh, and you see there's certain fields that are required. So people aren't going to even be able to put in a form with missing fields. So that's great. And that is that. So let me just stop this video.